So this is the rooftop of the Airbnb that I'm at right now. We're in Puerto Vallarta. Over that way is that's the bulk of Puerto Vallarta. In that direction, we're in the Cinco de Diciembre neighborhood, which is right next to Centro, and so basically from here to a little bit that way is Cinco de Diciembre, and right there as well. And then you get to the beach right there, and there's public access. As you can see, there's not too many huge hotels. The huge hotels kind of go that way, and then the hotel zone is well past that. And there's a track that I run at, which is amazing, public access for free. That way is the first neighborhood I stayed at in Versailles, and there's definitely a lot less going on. It's more just residential, although there's bars and restaurants inside the neighborhood. It's you can still get to the beach easy from there, but it's just not as fun of a vibe as here. And this area I'm in now is still real safe. And then the neighborhoods kind of go up. I'm sure that's less restaurants that way and just more expensive residential near the mountain. And this is, if you can't tell, that's very close. So you're basically right at the base of these, you'd call them hills. They're actually those are mountains. I mean, not real high, but big hills, small mountains, whatever. So yeah, check out this. And this is a very good location. This Airbnb, I think, on a real short-term deal was $50 a night, including everything. So just panoramic view, 360. You're basically right in the middle of it all right here. See how amazing these neighborhoods look, although I wouldn't want to have to walk up that all the time. I'm sure, or most people wouldn't, but it is super steep. But yeah, the neighborhoods are cool. I haven't really felt unsafe, even though you're really in the middle of all the action. And it also just hadn't been too touristy as far. I mean, there's a lot of locals that live here, and what I mean is like too many people offering you stuff all the time. So like Cinco de Diciembre here, and then you're basically transitioning right into Centro. So I'm kind of on the cusp of both. And then Centro is just more bars, I guess, and restaurants. And then those two streets right next to the beach are just almost purely bars and restaurants. And then what's called the Romantic Zone is a neighborhood kind of on the far end, just before the hillside buildings. And that's kind of the more party atmosphere and just more dense with restaurants and bars. And actually those bars are a lot more fun. Just definitely more of a party over there, and not that much more high end. I think maybe the beaches are nicer right there. Like just more sandy, I guess, because I don't know, the beaches are pretty nice right here as well. So that's basically it. And then that way you get Marina Vallarta and Nueva Vallarta, like if you can see. And that's just where there's a lot of retirees living here, but retirees, there's a lot of big condo complexes where retirees either spend part of the year here or just live here over in Marina Vallarta and Nueva Vallarta. But they're spread out. This is more Canadian than American expats, and there's a ton of them. But there's some Americans. But yeah, you don't run into too many Americans. It's Europeans, Canadians, etc., etc. But yeah, there's like an office back here that I like to, it's not an office, it's like a dinner area, but I like to work and work out in the morning. I'll bring my laptop and do some exercises.